No, I think we're live.
Oh, that's good.
It said it shut down unexpectedly, but I think that it's actually working. But
Well,
we'll
that's
see.
good.
Comment if the live stream is working.
Let's see if it's working on my end. It's probably me. I'm just like the black cloud of technology. So, you know.
It looks
Oh,
like it's working. I see people starting to stream in.
good.
Guys, we'll give you all a second to kind of hop in here because we've got snow right now, and I'd
Hmm.
love to see in the comments what you all are seeing.
Yeah.
Or you can message us your pictures. Hope will be kind of keeping an eye on pictures coming into our DMs.
Yep. I know
Um,
on that one post I just posted, just seeing who's seeing flurries, there's 300 something comments already of people posting away on there. A few pictures, but I really want to see the pictures because it's not really accumulating here. So I want to see where it's accumulating at.
see what everybody is picking up at their location.
Hmm.
Here's the current radar, guys. So again, it's just these pesky little flurries and snow showers. Some areas will get some decent little snow. Some areas will pretty much pretty much just get skipped out.
Yep.
So it's just very hit or miss. But I do think that it can continue for a good part of the day. And Hope, you mentioned you were seeing actually some sunshine between the snow showers.
Yeah, like I was telling you earlier, it was a quick little burst of just a few flurries, and then cloudy when that happens, and then all of a sudden the sun pops out, and that can really help with these convective bursts of snow. I know, especially I know Kirk was saying up in Lebanon, they were seeing a little bit of accumulation, at least on the grass, and trying its best to accumulate on some of the surfaces like the roadways and untreated surfaces, but yeah, nothing accumulating too much here in Greenwood, at least. I know up north are having a little bit heavier snow flurries up there.
Yeah, and look at all the lake effect too. I'll,
Oh
I'll
my
kind of go
gosh.
to the Clarity platform and we'll show some of this, but some heavy lake effect
Hmm.
snow from Muskegon all the way down to kind of South Bend, Indiana. So if we have anyone up there, I'd love to see some pictures. Look at these bands extending
Yes.
40, 50 miles inland in northern Michigan, and then probably some of the heaviest snow and the most concentrated snow here in northeast Ohio and in Pennsylvania and western New York. And Hope, you sent me a video. I want to share this.
Yeah.
This is from Twitter from Aaron Rigsby, and I'll just throw this on here. Hope, can you see this okay? Is it popping up?
No, I don't see it. It just says click the exit full screen. I don't see the video of it. I don't know if it's just my end.
Let's
I
see
hear
here.
it.
Here we go. Can you see that?
Oh, yep. There we go.
I'll zoom in this way. But yeah, this is a look at Erie, Pennsylvania, and the lake effect and the whiteout conditions that are happening here. I'll start the video over so you all can see it the whole way. But just insane. You can see cars stopped there on the highway.
Hmm.
Um, just these lake effect snow bands are just insane. How it's just you can't see anything. It's coming down so heavy it'll accumulate inches per hour,
Hmm.
and probably going to have a lot of that over the next couple of days across really anywhere on the eastern side of the lakes.
Yeah, I know I saw some reports up on the eastern side of Cleveland, Ohio, where that pretty much heavy snow band is setting up. People digging out their cars already on the highways. So I can imagine that's terrible, especially for people maybe starting to either Black Friday shop or starting to head home from Thanksgiving festivities.
Yeah, and so I know we've got some reports coming in here. I do want to talk about the rest of the day,
Hmm.
because I do think that we can kind of continue to see some of these pesky snow showers and flurries here across the Ohio Valley. You can kind of see this is all the way through. Oh, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. Continuing with some of these pesky snow showers and flurries across Indiana and especially into eastern Indiana and Ohio, and really probably lingering through about 4 to 8 p.m.
Hmm.
Across central Indiana. And so might get a dusting of snow, and certainly some festive flakes flying for a decent part of the area on your Black Friday.
Yeah, for sure. I see somebody from Creek, Pennsylvania, 1 mile from the lake, probably 15 inches of snow. That is just unbelievable.
There, you got to send us a video or a
Yeah,
picture or something.
seriously.
Go to our Facebook page, BAMWX, and send us a message. I want to see what you're seeing so we can share that
And I'm
on our
sure
platform.
plenty of people here in Indiana will be very jealous of that.
We haven't had 15 inches of snow in a season for over 3 winters. So,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy.
I do think that changes this year, though, based off the latest trends. So,
Yeah.
before we get to that fun part, let's talk about snow tomorrow. Some of the midday data trended a little bit heavier, a little bit further north. This is the NAM 3 model. It's probably one of the more aggressive solutions. It's probably a little bit too heavy, but just to give you an idea of some timing here, this is by about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Continuing through, you can see some of these snow showers working towards Indiana, central Indiana, by the time we work towards about 7 o'clock or so. Light in nature, not going to be a super heavy snow, but we will be seeing some snow and continuing to progress through. It's a little bit faster, even it may be an hour or two too fast, but snow showers across the southern half of the state, northern Kentucky. That includes Louisville, Lexington, Cincinnati, Bloomington, as we go through the early overnight hours tomorrow before this exits into tomorrow morning. And so I said, yeah, Sunday morning, not tomorrow morning. You got to watch me. Decent little swath of some snow. I'll show you a couple of different models. So this is the RDPS, and this is a Canadian model. These typically do pretty well in cold clipper type of events. And again, you can see it actually did turn a little bit heavier here across Missouri. So this actually gives 3 inches to St. Louis. I definitely think that area and just to the west has the highest chance to see 2 to 4 inches of snow.
Mhm.
And then inch and a half for Southern Indiana, Louisville, Cincinnati, Lexington. I think that certainly could be some slick travel conditions as we get into tomorrow night. Some snow perhaps for the IU Purdue game. I don't know if Louisville has a home game
I don't
tomorrow
know.
or not, but I'll have to check on that. A couple of other models, the GFS, you can see it ticked a little bit further north. It's got an inch of snow in Indy. Here's the NAM 3. You can see the really heavy snow
Yeah.
out there. It's probably crazy, so don't take that verbatim. It's probably too heavy, but it's also a little bit further north with some of the 1 inch totals in central Indiana. As is this NSSL model, is another high res model. It's a little bit more aggressive as well. It gives as much as 2.5 inches across southern Indiana. Again, probably a little bit too heavy. Regardless, though, it's a little bit further north and brings some snow towards the I-70 corridor. I think the further north you go, north of I-70, not really going to see a whole lot. This RDPS, go back, is still probably pretty decent at this point. A
Mhm.
general half an inch to an inch and a half, I would say, south of I-70 from Cincy to Dayton to Louisville to Bloomington.
Yeah, I think it's also important to note that much of the heavier snowfall, at least through parts of Illinois and going into Missouri, is right along that I-70 corridor. So I know many folks either traveling west or east could see some potential impacts if they're traveling later in the day.
Getting more reports of some flurries in Grant County.
Yes.
Guys, a couple of things real quick while we have you. We still have our grand prize giveaway happening for the next 40 minutes or
20
so.
minutes. Yep.
So if you've not signed up for Clarity, do it now so you can be entered in to win 5K registrations, a tumbler, a hat, a blanket, which is super comfy, by the way. One of these hats that I'm wearing right here. And then we have a couple of free hats still to give away for pro subscribers. And so just a couple left with that. If you're a weather enthusiast, I even think the pro subscription is good for you because it's going to add on things like future radar, probabilities, custom impactful weather maps, future snowfall on the map, and all kinds of interactive tools, observed rainfall, observed snowfall. And so have a couple more of these to give away. So if you're even considering doing the pro subscription, I would go ahead and do that now so you can get one of those free hats.
Yeah, the observed snowfall and even future snowfall will be a great tool, especially coming up with perhaps more active pattern setting up. So, great tool to use for really anybody who's interested in weather and needs to make decisions.
Yeah, so here's a look at this was as of a couple of hours ago, I believe, season snow
Yes,
total
7
so
a.m.
far. So you can see the lake effect already starting to show up here on the observed snowfall data.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're in the snow removal industry, the pro subscription is a must to get these point and click snowfall totals.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see here. Did we? Oh, there we go. I thought we froze for a second. Never mind.
All good on my
Um,
end.
Give a shout out here to Express Steel. $200 off their snow pushers right now with the code Black Friday. They have their big Black Friday sale ongoing right now. You're gonna need your snow pushers this year, over the next couple of weeks, and they ship pretty much anywhere in the country. They make their equipment here in the U.S. They don't pull it in from China or I don't know wherever else you make some of that stuff, and free shipping for most places in the United States. And so be sure to head over to expressdealinc.com and cash in on their Black Friday sale that's ongoing right now. So, Hope, with that being said, let's chat about this. This is fun.
Yeah, I saw your message earlier in the channel that we use, and I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Yep, this is fun. And I will put the sign up link here in the comments, so you all can get in on that Black Friday grand prize deal. And guys, so here's a look at some of our top analogs, which are just years running close to this year for December 13th to 26th. They continue to run very cold at this point. I think maybe this is a little bit too extreme, maybe a little bit too cold, but I definitely do think that there's the potential for continued colder than normal risk as we go through this time frame. And this is the more interesting part to me, starting to get more active,
Yeah.
which would certainly open up the door for bigger snowstorms, bigger winter storms for the back half of the month. I think especially the last 10 to 15 days of December. A couple of years in here, 2013, 2008, 2022, which we talked about earlier. There was some cold. It didn't snow a bunch. And so, I don't Hope. What's this is your first winter with us. First full winter, we should say. What's your gut say? Your initial snow prediction was what, like 9 inches?
I No, I think I had mine at 13.
Okay,
So
13. You were more
I was
aggressive.
like kind of, yeah, a little bit more aggressive than some folks, but I don't know. Like I've already seen when was this? Last week sometime we had I think 3 something inches fall here in Indy at the Indy airport. So I don't know. I'm hopeful that we're going to see some more snow because I came to Indiana with the assumption that I'm going to see more snow than what we saw in St. Louis. So I don't know. I'm sticking with the 13 right now, though.
Oh, okay. I bumped mine up to 24.
Wow.
I bumped mine up to 24. That's an increase of 14 inches.
Yeah, I was about to say you were on the little bit of a lower end.
Yeah, we were at 9.9, but we're already a third of the way there. So I said, you know what,
True.
whatever. We're just gonna pattern looks good. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do 24 inches of snow. Michael said 29.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I'll have to reevaluate then. I
yeah,
don't know.
I'd love to see your all's snowfall predictions here in the comments if you have any.
I know when we asked earlier, I think it was a couple weeks ago, how much people thought that Indy was going to receive. They were all very, not very optimistic about it. I think everybody was like 1 inch maybe by the end of the season. It's like, okay, guys.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, unless there's any more questions or anything, we'll kind of, highlight our Black Friday sale one more time here, guys. Be sure to scan the QR code, 40% off right now for both our starter and pro subscriptions for new subscribers. And again, we've got a couple of hats left to give away if you sign up for pro. And then again, for the next 35 minutes, if you sign up, you'll be entered to win blanket, a hat, a tumbler, and this 5K registrations, which is going to be awesome for the Cure Starts Now, which is where 5% of all of our Black Friday holiday sales will be going to. It is for pediatric brain cancer research with the Adeline Strong chapter of the Cure Starts Now.
Yep. Have a few. Travis Garrity says 30 inches of snow for this season. And then Dustin says 25 inches. So some hopeful folks.
Travis, I'm
Too.
surprised Travis didn't go higher than that.
Travis is probably honestly thinking like 60 inches by the end of the
Nobody
season.
loves snow more than Travis Garrett. You deserve it, buddy. You deserve the snow, for sure. So, all right, guys. Well, we'll hop off here again. Go ahead and sign up now. Be entered into the giveaway, and we'll have more updates probably tomorrow morning for the snowfall chance tomorrow evening. Looks like it could be a
Yeah.
little interesting wave.
Yep.
All
For
right,
sure.
guys. Yep. Have a great evening or morning, whatever.